It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Philadelphia...
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl and came really within one quarter of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
A short pass here taken in by Laporta. That one a first down pickup of 8. A shotgun snap for Goff. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Down the right sideline. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. They work now on 2nd and 9. Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Now 2nd and 9. Here's Goff. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line. Gibbs straight ahead. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. 2nd and 6 from the 10. Here's Goff. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Sam Laporta from 10 yards out. And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Escaping a tackler at the 25. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 2nd down, here's Barkley again. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first. They'll run it again with Barkley. To about the 40-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's Hurts to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, 49 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. So out now come the Lions. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching.
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams, 62 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 42. These two teams all tied after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. Past the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll go to Barkley again. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Hurts.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
The kick by Elliott is good, and they take a 17-14 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense.
He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he stopped immediately there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
To throw is Goff. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gibbs. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Goff now to throw.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. They call it a loss of a yard there. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation.
Gibbs will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown.
Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look.
They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10.
Right at the 30.
He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
Credit Zadarius Smith, able to get through and make that tackle for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Again, it's Barkley.
He'll be dropped at the 30. The first broken tackle couldn't bust him free.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Hurts.
He dumps it off to Barkley. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
A gain there of 21 yards.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
A first down carry for Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Lions have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our...
A happy sight for a lot of these fans. We're jumping right over halftime and getting back into the action.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Running again with Barkley on second down.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. That is caught.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the third quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a fourth down play.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
On second and 11 now.
Hurts.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
On third down, Barkley. Fighting his way through contact. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Again, a run with Gainwell.
And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The kick by Elliott is good, and they have regained the lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hand off now to Gibbs.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
From the gun, here's Goff. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Gibbs.
3rd and 2. Gibbs will try and pick it up.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here we go on 4th. Goff. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Barkley, inside handoff. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this 3rd quarter. Back now at Ford Field. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4.
2nd and 10.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And this time he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage as they stop him in his tracks. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to at least make it a 5-point cushion. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will push the lead up to 5. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Now Goff.
Finds Gibbs on the check down.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's second down.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
The offense on third down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Throwing the out route incomplete.
That's Gibbs. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. A shotgun snap for Goff.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all... time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Now Goff.
Throwing for Montgomery. He's got him on the out route.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Goff.
Montgomery, another target and catch.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Now 1st and goal. Montgomery is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only... as they've upped their lead to 3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44. Hurts and the Eagles now down by a field goal. 2:06 to play. They'll have one play, maybe 2, before the 2-minute warning as they've got a first down.
And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Here comes 2nd down at 5.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
This is Smith with a grab. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Up the middle with Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Second down, here's Barkley again.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is third down.
Back to throw. He'll buy some time right.
He's got his target. That's complete. And the Eagles are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that's a tough one for the defense because the coverage was good downfield. He was forced to work his way out of the pocket to his right, spotted his man on the sideline, and got it to him to pick up the first down on third down.
They'll look to throw.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
Second down, goal to go. Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, that is the definition, Charles, of delivering under pressure. The game-winning potential. There's still a little time left on the clock, but the potential game-winning drive, and it was well executed.
I think we're going to remember this possession for a long time. We've called a bunch of games, but how about how they got it done down the stretch? Absolutely terrific. Barring some type of miraculous play in this last half minute, I think that touchdown just earned them the win. They really came up clutch when they needed it.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
This is first and 10.
Goff. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.